Everyone, welcome to Spill the Beans podcast. My name is Lester. So if you're new here on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe agad.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Tama yun. Yun yung natutunan nyo sa workshop.
Natutunan ko sa workshop. And of course, kasama pa rin natin ang inyong friendly neighborhood. Walang iba kundi si Tito Paolo.
Sorry, sir. Medyo kulang eh. Friendly neighborhood.
Friendly neighborhood, Tito Paolo.
Tito. Bigyan pa naman ng Tito kasi neighborhood lang eh.
Friendly neighborhood, Tito.
Friendly neighborhood, Tito. Okay,
Yes.
memory keepers and future subscribers, thank you very much for joining us once again. Alam ko may mga nagko-comment na dyan na parating special guest ang sinasabi ni Tito Paolo. Oo, pero ngayon, special na naman ba, Lester?
Hindi lang special, multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Ito nga parang yung sinasabi nga nilang very parang virtuoso type na, no?
Medyo malalim yung Tito Paolo, dumudugo yung ilong ko.
I-check mo kasi. Ganyan talaga pag may Tito kayo on board,
okay.
no?
Okay.
Oo. The years have improved our vocabulary.
Okay.
So, medyo virtuoso. Check mo nga, ano ba yung virtuoso,
Spelling?
Lester? Virtuoso.
Virtuoso.
Virtuoso. So, virtuoso, medyo may pagka-maven din, no? And, ang dami. Sinulat ko lahat dito eh. Talagang renaissance man to eh. So, right now, we have Direk Bani Logroño.
Hello, my name is Bani Logroño, and my YouTube channel is also my name, Bani Logroño. And my content is just anything that I'm interested in, short films, documentaries, vlogs, whatever I want to make, I put it there.
Ang ganda ng voice. Ang ganda ng voice. Parang nakakahiya. Sino ba yung isang guest natin, Lester, na sobrang ganda din ng voice? Si George ata of Juicy Vlogs.
Yeah.
Si George.
I watched that one.
Yeah. Actually, I felt so... the time we did that, I had a fever, and then every time that I'd hear his voice, I get sleepy. I couldn't pick up because it sounded like BBC radio. You know, even if they talk about a tragedy and that English accent kicks in, parang everything is just so calming. No? Pampatulog. Parang ganyan si Direk Bani. Ang voice niya. Alam mo, Lester, I watched a video. I think at that time, the title was still different. Shoot, I forgot the name of the dog. Basta it was a dog and you were running a relay race. And I was just letting it play. Kasi I have a few screens on my desk. I was letting it play. And then I'd do the contract. And then I'd look at it. And then I'd do the contract. And then eventually, the story started to pick up. I didn't know at the last part. I didn't know at the last part that it was a little heartbreaking.
Yeah.
No, pero you guys are able to do that. You're able to tell the story in a way that it's very interesting, that hindi mo ma-predict what's going to happen in the end. This comes from your background as a director.
Yeah, siguro. Especially that vlog.
Yeah. What was the name of the dog? Sorry.
Oh, my dog's name was Bigong.
Okay. I wanted to say Bigong, but I was thinking baka mali. Wag na lang. Don't say it. Okay. So it was Bigong. Yeah.
Yeah. That particular vlog, it was really good because, you know, that story itself was really close to my heart.
Yes.
So, and for me, making these videos, filmmaking is a form of expression for me. So it's really something that I've worked on to be good at, to be a storyteller.
Yes.
So I guess that's why it was really impactful when you watched it or when other people watch it. Is when I'm emotional as I'm making videos, it becomes better.
That's what they say, no? For artists, even for songwriters.
Yeah.
For writers, when you're emotional, when there's heartache, heartbreak, everything becomes. I wouldn't say it becomes you're able to translate the story better, no? Direk,
there you go.
ano na naman ako, nadidistract ako eh. Pero let's start with your genesis muna.
Okay.
So you've, as I've watched not all of your content, medyo challenging at a lot of, you have 283 uploads.
Yeah, on my channel.
283 uploads, no? But you started, when did the creative parang afflatus really start with you?
Like filmmaking.
Filmmaking or anything creative muna. Did you
Okay.
start writing? How did it
Siguro-
start?
Creatively, I started with drawing, syempre, because it's really easy. Most kids start with drawing. All you need is a pen and paper.
Yeah.
But for telling stories through motion, movement, ganon, siguro I started around when I was 4 years old. I made animations using PowerPoint. So I always say that's when I started filmmaking, with PowerPoint and like just making stuff move using the
Okay.
animation tools in PowerPoint. And then after that, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with GIF Maker. It's like a program back then. So I made animations using that program as I got older. I didn't get my first camera until when I was in middle school. I was raised in the US, so middle school, 7th grade. And yeah, it was kind of like vlogging, just like recording stuff that was happening in my life.
Okay.
So yeah, even before YouTube, I was already like doing the same kind of videos that a lot of people do now. In terms of filmmaking, which is what I do now for a living, like
Yes.
my career, other than the YouTube videos. It was after film school, which I went to in 2010 in Cebu. There's a film school there called
Yes.
the International Academy of Film and Television, which is
Okay.
where I met my wife also, who makes films with me. So, ayun.
all right.
So that's basically my filmmaking journey, from making animations using PowerPoint to the stuff I make now.
Okay. Okay, there are so many aspects to your personality. Ano ba tama, Lester? To your personality, to your person?
To your person.
To your person, mali to your personality. And okay, I like it when I get corrected. No, seriously, kasi minsan sila, there's nako, mag-anecdote na naman to si Tito Paolo. There was one notice I made.
Yeah.
No? And then it said there October 7, but it was October 7.
Oh, I remember that.
Ang dami ko pinaskill ko sa lahat sa office, no? Everywhere. And no one ever told me that the spelling was wrong. No? So, when I'm wrong, it's okay to correct me. I actually like that. Okay, so
Yes.
there are so many aspects to your person.
Yes.
So, director na, athlete pa,
Ay.
high school track. Tama ba?
Oh, yeah.
Oo. And then animator and writer. Yung pagka-writer, when did that start?
Around high school then. Actually, before I became a filmmaker, I wanted to write novels. Parang ikaw din,
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
mentioned earlier. So I actually majored in literature muna in
Oo.
college before I switched to film school. Kasi I felt like it would be a less risky career
Oo.
than making novels.
Yes.
Making films would be less risky, although it is still risky. But I still wanted to be, I still wanted to have an artistic career in some way. So definitely, I wanted
Okay.
to tell stories in some way.
All right.
So eventually, yung filmmaking yung nag-stick.
Okay. Pero how many did you write manuscripts? Ano ba yun?
Hindi naman, I've never written like a full manuscript.
Oo.
Just a few. Siguro yun din, yung scripts are easier to write than novels. So that's why I moved to filmmaking na lang.
Okay.
But who knows, maybe I might be
Yeah, but I've seen yung sa channel mo, you write a lot of short films or short stories.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one of Diwata, the one of the See We Do It. So this is how you exercise, and sabi ko nga sometimes kasi you also have to exercise the creativity because it haunts you in the middle of the night. You have to write something. You
Ayun
don't-
din pala. And filmmaking is like, it has a lot of different art forms na rin. Like writing is a part of filmmaking.
Okay.
Drawing through animation is a part of filmmaking. So many of my interests are there already in filmmaking. So it's like combining everything together. That's why.
As a writer, that's how you started. Yung animation, when you were just young, you just started drawing,
Yeah.
right?
Making GIFs once I learned how to use a computer. So, yeah.
So, may I ask, how young are you, Bani?
I'm already 27. So.
Oh, very young. Very young. Sila Lester. Sorry. Mas matanda ka na pala, Lester.
19 lang ako.
Sorry, Lester.
Naintindihan
Nung nakilala kita, batang-bata ka pa. Pero still very young, Bani. You've accomplished so much, and you're also a dancer?
Yeah. Not as much as before. Kasi...
Where do you get the time? Grabe, where do you get the time? Anyway.
Kasi it's one of my passions talaga. So if you love something, make time for it.
Pero it's mostly on the creative side, no?
Yeah.
And then you were saying that with how far has it gone, your dancing? Your b-boy, sabi sa akin ni Gab. Ni Gab Jornation. How far has it gone? When did you start on that? Sorry pala, what's b-boy pala? So please explain for all the titos.
So b-boying, you might know it more as breakdancing because that's what the media calls it. But basically, it's one of the 4 elements of hip hop. So there's MCing or rapping, DJing, graffiti, and then the last one, breakdancing or b-boying, which is like doing acrobatic moves on the dance floor to the music of whatever the DJ is playing. So.
I like how you structure your thoughts. Ang galing. No, seriously, you really break it down, and it's I can easily understand it, especially someone from the outside looking in. Especially when you, I've already researched on filmmaking, and there was a time that I felt like I absorbed the information, but I really couldn't put it together. Thank you for pulling it up. Sorry, mamaya na yan.
There you go.
Okay, so this is when, Bani?
What do you mean?
This
video?
Lester?
2014.
2014.
2014, grabe.
Yeah.
Alam mo, si Lester sumasayaw din.
Oh, nice.
Hindi ako
Tara.
Sumasayaw din.
Pag lang, may Christmas party.
Para nagpaparinig ka. Dadalawa na lang tayo, magki-Christmas party pa tayo. So, Bani, if I do this at this age, baka kailangan ako dumiretso sa chiropractor pagkatapos. Wow, head slide.
I know b-boys who still dance in their 70s. So,
talaga?
Kaya pa yan.
Is there any preparation to this? Do you have to be in the gym like twice a week, 3 times a week, strengthen your core?
It's more of actually doing the moves. So it's repetition lang. And also, it's an art form then. So it's more of creating your own moves. Like this particular video is showing different variations of one move. So parang that's the art form in breakdancing. Like you take a move that is already existing and then you flip it, you change it into your own. Okay.
Ang galing.
Pause mo na.
Ang galing. Pero as you were saying, how long did it take you to be that good in is a b-boy ba? Hindi ko na alam.
Yeah.
Nahihiya ako to sound like a tito.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing.
Yeah. I started sophomore year in high school. Just through YouTube videos then. And I'm still doing it till now. So that's like almost 10 years.
And how often do you do it now with your busy schedule? How often can you do it?
Usually just 1 hour every weekday.
1 hour every weekday.
Yeah, back in high school, I was doing it 4 hours after school every day.
4 hours? So ano bang prerequisite? Just an open space, no?
Yeah, just the floor, just music and
your imagination.
Your imagination, yeah.
Lester, pag nakita mo ako dyan sa labas, ha? Marami yung mababasag. Okay, so going back nga. So yan ang genesis ng pagbe-breakdance. Gabog na natin tawagin b-boy na nagiging nagiging tito breakdance, no? That's the origin of the breakdance, how he got into it. So as I was saying a while ago, the way you structure your thoughts, it's very organized in a way that once you say it, it's very understandable, especially kahit from someone outside looking in.
Thank you.
When I was researching on filmmaking one time, I felt like I knew the information, but I really couldn't take it in. Then I watched yours. You had a little
filmmaking
parang
tutorial.
filmmaking 101 ba yun?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then you talked about it. Ang ganda ng visuals. It was parang parang I bought a book na what's that yung back in the day filmmaking.
Manual, or...
Yeah. They had this parang filmmaking for dummies or
okay,
mga ganon, diba? For you to be able to really understand it, you can watch this and you're really able to explain it well. So
I'm glad it was useful for you.
Yeah, it was. It was very useful. Parang everything that I researched, the culmination was your video, and then I was able to grasp the information na parang I was holding something liquid kasi. Then when I watched your video, parang all of a sudden it solidified all the things I read.
Oh, that's cool.
Where did you get that? Where did you get that ability? Because not everyone has that. The way you structure your thoughts, the way you're able to articulate your thoughts. Is it
well, for my videos siguro they're easy to understand because I write my videos before I actually start recording. So but right now na ano lang through conversation. Well, the question you asked me kanina kasi is about breakdancing, diba?
Yeah.
What breakdancing is. And it's a topic that I already know a lot about. And then I even talked about, its origins with hip hop. And that's just because I'm interested in history. So I try to incorporate history into everything that I talk about. So
ganda na talaga ng boses ni Bani. And then your mom was saying, you as a child, you were very quiet. You were very observant.
I still am quiet. Ano lang.
Talaga. Yeah. You're able to just bring it out pag kailangan. Pero most of the time, you're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm very much an introvert. Like my wife will tell you, like we won't talk for hours a day. So.
Wow, pareho naman pala. Alam mo lahat na nag-guess natin, they say, no? Very introverted nga sila. Parang ako rin. I mean, di nga. Parang ako din, Dito niya lang ako maririnig talaga magsalita. Tanungin niyo pa si Lester. Pag nakikita kami dyan sa labas, di walang hi, hello. Pero sa Viber, nag-uusap kami. Dalawa na lang kami. Pero that's what they're saying nga. Parang a lot of I'm not claiming to be part of the group, pero a lot of the creative people are very introverted. No? But kahit si Miss Ferguson, diba? She hosts, she dance, pero as soon as that's over, you have to leave her alone. So that's one aspect niya. So as Direk was saying, or the mom, can we pull that up because I really like it, that video. Para we can also share.
It's called What My Parents.
Can you go down? I think it's on the 4th row. Right after that.
Ayun.
And negative visualization yan. Sorry, ang dal-dal ni Tito. Just pull up the video.
Malaking hospital sa Melbourne.
Give us
kasi
a little
older
audio.
na ako, so takot na akong mga anak sa bahay.
Okay, so for the
Kasi
okay, sige, let it play. Sorry.
37, 38 years old. Iba kesa dun sa mga nauna. At saka yun siya, parang tuwan-tuwa lahat ng mga taga-Australia. Kasi Australian born eh.
When I first saw Bani, he was carried by his mom from the airplane on a basket. And of course, as a father, I always look at all the siblings the same way. Another human being born into this world.
Can you put it on pause? Sorry.
It's just...
Yeah. Bani, ikaw nag-drawing?
Yeah.
What do you use?
For this, I had an iPad and then I drew it with a pen.
Yeah.
So, ganun lang. I just wanted to make a video with my parents because I've never have before. And they're also kind of, well, my father mostly is introverted then.
Okay.
So, I did it parang interview style na lang.
All right.
So, this is what came out of it.
Okay. Creatively, you have a weakness? Is there something that you feel like, wow, I need to improve on this?
Yeah, something I've always wanted to do is parang yung music, singing, yung ganun. I don't do that at all. So
okay.
Maybe when I'm older.
That's one thing you have to explore. Na you want to explore pala.
Yeah,
more of the singing side. Singing or
singing.
rapping? What
music,
is it?
Ano lang, music, like playing an instrument or something. Kasi
okay.
my brother and my sister, they're like really good pianists.
Okay, wow.
So I always felt like when I was younger that I would never be able to reach their level. So I didn't I didn't even try na lang. I just
Alright.
went with the other art forms that I do now.
This is one thing you want to explore in the future.
Yeah.
Grabe. Okay na. Ang dami mo ng ang dami ng talent eh. Okay na pag pati music, pati musical score ikaw na sa film, no? Pag natutunan mo na 'yon, talagang one-man team na. Anyway, I will continue with this, but before we continue, I think one thing I have similar with you is that the exact age of your parents is the exact age then that I had my baby, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Naku, math ko na kakamali na. Okay, sige, let's continue. Because this is a very good story.
Wonderful experience for a father. I was 42 when he was born. Nakikita ko sa kanya, he is very active baby, always running around.
Sumasayaw pag nakaano ng music sa TV, like tumatalon.
One time we were at the UP Film Center. Meron dong rehearsal. And he was just running around and suddenly he bumped his head on the wall dun sa film center and it opened up his forehead which needed stitches. So, ganyan siya. Very active, energetic, always doing something.
Parati yan nagdo-drawing. Ano yung imagination ba niya? Before grade 1, yung ano sa kanya, description, independent learner nga. Always curious, always imaginative. Kaya siguro yun ngayon, mahilig pa rin sa books. Nag-aaral continuously. O yan pala si Bani, nung bagong dating kami dito, lahat trinay niya. Skateboard, rollerblades, nag-tennis.
Mabilis tumakbo kahit nung maliit pa siya. Elementary.
Track siya, kaya nga nung high school varsity siya, track and field.
Hindi ko na siya makahabol. Elementary pa lang.
Tahimik lang niya nag-o-observe.
Nagugulat nga ako kay Bani kung bakit tahimik siya pero pag nagsalita siya, nai-express niya yung sarili niya.
Hindi nga nagre-reklamo eh. Hindi naman namin masabing mga spoiled kasi hindi naman namin sila yung binilhan kung ano yung gusto, kung ano yung bago, kung ano yung trend. Wala naman kasi kaming ganun. Wala naman kaming means na para pagbigyan sila. Tsaka hindi nga siya nagko-complain. Wala siyang reklamo. Kung ano yung sabihin mo, kung pwede or hindi pwede. Hindi siya mag-i-insist. Nung nag-ano siya kung anong course niya, basta sabi ko lang sa kanya, do what you like. Kung saan ka masaya, you pursue yung kung ano yung passion mo. Kumbaga, siguro alam na namin nun na writer siya. Galing magsulat. We give them freedom. We give them that they will choose right.
My advice to Bani, he will continue with his passion in what he is doing, and whatever he is doing, he do it for the glory of God. That's my advice, na he will continue this passion. Nakikita ko nga dun sa mga works niya.
Mas si Bani, happy na lang kami. Happy kami para sa kanya. Kasi gusto niya yung ginagawa niya. Marami siyang imagination, marami siyang gustong i-put into his work. He wants
Hindi lang basta-basta.
He wants yung nagwa-watch sa ano niya bali na may makukuha.
That was amazing. I wanted to say something, kaya I didn't want to interrupt the narrative. The narrative is good. You're independent learner. Nakuha ko rin yan nung bata ako.
Yes.
Nung tinanong ng teacher, ano po ibig sabihin ng independent learner doon sa anak niyo? Hindi po siya pumapasok eh. Parati siya, he's independently learning outside the classroom. Pero for you, talagang I can see the creative side, no? Pero you were also an athlete in high school.
Yeah.
You're doing track, so that's why I see a lot of running in your in your video. I think there was one you recently uploaded, the new one. You were running a lot. Yung 4 days ago. 4 days ago ba yun? Sorry.
Oh, the
trees.
Trees, yeah.
Yeah, no, I noticed that there was a lot of running scenes. Is that the the history of when you used to do high school track? You still have that urge when there's an open space?
Yeah. I'm still very active even now.
Oo.
Like I go to the gym 1 or 2 hours a day. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Ang galing, is it, where do you find the discipline? Because I admire, nasa suction ako dun sa desk ko eh. Once I sit, sometimes I can't get up. Pero for you, you're always able to do so many things.
well, I go through that struggle then. Like
Oo.
every single day, I feel the same way. Like I just wanna relax sometimes.
Oo.
Just take a break, which I do naman every now and then. Pero in order to fight that, you just have to take it one day at a time. Sometimes kasi you see your schedule for the month and it's so overwhelming. Like, you have to do this, you have to do this.
Yes.
And throughout all of that, you're thinking, and then I have to go to the gym every single day,
Every
for all
day,
30
no?
days. So I just take it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Oo. Yan din ang sinasabi ko pag nakikita ko si Lester. One day at a time. Oo.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Oo. Alam mo, yung pag-gym importante talaga. Sorry, I've been trying to convince him kasi to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Na kaming as a group. Kasi going to the gym is also a good bonding experience for a team. Diba? You're able to really achieve a goal as a team.
It also
yeah.
it makes your brain more active, more creative when you're exercising.
No.
So
That's a good point, Lester. Narinig mo ba yun?
Yes, narinig ko.
Anong sabi ni Direk?
Crystal clear.
Anong sabi niya?
Nagiging mas creative ka pag nagkakaroon ka ng may exercises.
May
ka.
physical
Yeah,
activity. Oh, that's true. Hopefully, before the end of 2019, ma-convince ko to si Lester mag-gym. So, Direk Bani, okay. So, physically, you're able to really keep yourself at talagang you're at your prime. No, seriously, I've seen, I've actually, not mentioning names, I know some older na, especially older than you, some directors who really lead is the term ba sedentary? Tama ba yun? Parang sedentary life na talaga, na the activities, wala na masyado. Talagang it's more on, kasi when you start reading and you really pick up the habit of reading, minsan, it's hard to stop when you read something. When you haven't read yet, one paragraph will knock you out. Diba? When you're just starting out, tulog ka agad. Pero as you develop the habit, it's hard to stop reading. Pero yun nga, as I was saying, you have to stay active. And this is one thing that I see in your work, especially, can we pull it up, Lester? Yung trees in the Philippines.
this video kasi
In collaboration with or with the organization on the last part I
it's
saw.
part of a fundraiser that's
Yeah.
happening on YouTube right now. But the footage I used is all from previous vlogs then. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I really like. You're able to take, because I saw some of the snippets, if I can call it that.
Yeah.
I saw it na from your previous work. So, and I noticed you're focused more on quality now rather than so many uploads, no?
Yeah, more on taking my time, making sure that I really like the video that I make before I upload it, rather than just sticking to a deadline.
What was the breakthrough video for you? Because I really clearly remember seeing you within the range of 15 to 20. And then at that time, we had no podcast. And then I was thinking, how can I make this guy collaborate with my wife? Pero kasi parang ang layo eh. You were more on the very creative side. And at that time, I think we were just doing parang mga food reviews lang eh. Oo. So, what was, right now, you're already at 100, 103?
Yeah,
103?
I think so.
What was the parang was there ever a breakout video or